Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 6 years since Jammu and Kashmir was reintegrated with the abrogation of Article 370. Ahead of its anniversary, security has been beefed up across Jammu and Kashmir. In fact, security forces have intensified frisking and area domination across Kashmir, particularly on the Srinagar-Jammu National Highway. Jammu and Kashmir DGP chaired a high-level meeting as well to review security amid the ongoing anti-terror operations in the region. A day ahead of the event, sources say that top security brass also closeted with Union Home Minister Amit Shah in the Parliament House. The National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, the Union Home Secretary Govind Mohan, as well as the Director of Intelligence Bureau Tapan Deka met with the Home Minister, reportedly to assess the security situation.
On the eve of 6th anniversary of abrogation of Article 370, security has been beefed up across Jammu and Kashmir. We are reporting from South Kashmir's Kazigund, in fact from Srinagar-Jammu National Highway. My BJ Shafiq will show you the basically pictures of this frisking operation that Jammu and Kashmir police has intensified on Srinagar-Jammu National Highway here in South Kashmir's Kulgam district in Kazigund area. Remember, there is an anti-terror operation that's going on in Divsar area of Kazigund, which is very close to Srinagar-Jammu National Highway. Today is the 4th day of that anti-terror operation, and so far 2 terrorists have been killed. But yes, there on ground zero, in fact, security has been beefed up. Police, basically cops deployed on highway. They are in fact frisking every single vehicle that basically passes or comes from Jammu towards Srinagar. So this is the alertness on ground zero. Earlier in the day, Jammu and Kashmir DGP, Mr. Dilbag Singh, had a special security review meeting at PCR Kashmir, wherein top officials from Jammu and Kashmir Police, CRPF and other security agencies basically participated, attended the meeting. The meeting basically discussed the overall preparation of security forces to deal with the upcoming events, particularly the Independence Day, and then tomorrow is the 6th anniversary of abrogation of Article 370. So alert has been sounded across Jammu and Kashmir, and the police jawans have been in fact deployed on Srinagar-Jammu National Highway and other areas to ensure that domination is in fact done, and additionally security measures are taken so that no anti-social or anti-Kashmir element basically succeeds in conducting any sort of activity that can disturb peace and normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir, that the abrogation of Article 370 has in fact ensured in Kashmir Valley.
Now, 6 years on, ladies and gentlemen, what has been happening as far as the post-abrogation Article 370 is concerned? The LG distributed appointment orders. The BJP is also expected to hold a Tiranga rally till Lal Chowk today. But meanwhile, how is the Congress responding to this entire Tiranga Yatra by the Bharatiya Janata Party? Remember, the Congress party is set to observe the day as a black day. They will try and march towards Lal Chowk as well. Remember, BJP is marching as a Tiranga Yatra till Lal Chowk, while the Congress is marching, observing what they're calling a black day in the history of Indian democracy. The PDP, meanwhile, is also planning to stage a protest. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how different political parties will be, taking out marches and marking this day, 6 years to the abrogation of Article 370. But this landmark event, remember, comes amid a growing chorus for the restoration of statehood to Jammu and Kashmir. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has been asserting that statehood was a fundamental right of the people. Amid speculations that the 5th of August may see restoration of statehood or some sort of drastic move, PDP's Iltija Mufti was among those who highlighted how hushed whispers were doing the round, suggesting something drastic was on the cards. In fact, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah took to social media as well to scotch these rumors. He said nothing will happen, but his father had a prediction.
जो ये समझते हैं कि मिलिटेंसी खत्म होगी, मैं उनको दावा देता हूं इस वक्त कभी मिलिटेंसी यहाँ खत्म नहीं होगी जब तक हमारे पड़ोसी और उनके हालात बेहतर होंगे, नहीं होगी.
All right, let me get in my guest on the show this morning, Mr. Lalit Ambardar, activist. He's joining us from Delhi, as well as Advocate Ahmed Ayaz, political analyst, is also joining us. Good morning, namaskar to both of you. Lalit Ambardar, can I begin by asking you how you see this day, how you see how different political parties, whether it's the BJP, the Congress and the PDP, are marking the anniversary of abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir.
Look, this August, 5th August 2019 was a historical day. Monumental day that Narendra Modi showed that political spine, Sanatani political spine, and took that decision to abrogate this regressive piece of constitutional arrangement that was promulgated, imposed in Kashmir. That's how a quasi-Islamic state flourished right under secular Constitution of India on the sacred soil of India in Kashmir, and which led to Kashmir Jihad, and then of course genocidal ethnic cleansing of Kashmiri Hindus, aborigines of that place. And since then, it's 6 years. I think when you see Tiranga unfurled in the historical Lal Chowk, you feel yes, Kashmir has changed. But yes, there's a lot to be done. I have a reason to believe that Kashmir. We all know Kashmir Jihad is alive, is kicking. But yes, the constitutional arrangement that allowed Islamism, pan-Islamism sentiment to flourish in Kashmir, that has been abolished with Article 370 gone. Persecution of Dalits in Jammu province especially, that has been removed. And I'm not surprised that Congress is today calling the black day, because it was because of very Nehru and Congress, that Himalayan blunders of Nehru, that brought Kashmir to this stage. That and today also I must give tributes to Maharaja Dhiraj Hari Singh, that who brought together such one of the biggest states in India.
Okay, let me get Advocate Ahmed Ayaz into this conversation, Lalit Ambadar. Advocate Ayaz, how do you see this? Do you agree with Lalit Ambadar, the fact that it certainly has been an important day for the history of the country as far as the abrogation is concerned, but the last 6 years and the near future ahead, how do you see this?
With all respect to my friend, I slightly hold a different view. Well, it has been a very significant and very important development that having abrogated Article 317 in 2019, we can't deny that it has not been a very important decision and historical, because nobody would have expected this decision being taken. Of course, if we say that it has in any way helped the J&K, it was not intended with to see that it helps J&K, because it has been right from beginning on the agenda of RSS and the BJP that we need to remove the Article 370 being a special steps to the J&K. They have done it. But if we see that in a democratic country, that we'll have to go by the choice of the people, by the voice of the people, where the governments are made by the people, where governments are meant for the people. And then let's see that if this must have helped politically to the BJP, which was at the helm of affairs, who abrogated it. But the question is, how are the people of the Jammu and Kashmir reacting to it? That's also very important. It's not only important that it has been abrogated, to see that the politically they meet their agendas, or they have their own, they keep their own vote banks into track. But question is that what are you going to do when you say that the governments by the people and for the people, and then whether really it has meant that? No, I don't see that has been done. Even today also,
I see Lalit Ambadar profusely disagreeing with you. Lalit Ambadar, go ahead.
See, government is always by the people, for the people, but the constitution cannot be left to the choosing of the people. Constitution is a national issue. It has been adopted by the government, by the nation. It has been, it has everybody's. When the Parliament of India approves something, that means it is the people's voice of the nation. And what we are trying to tell now here is that Article 370 is gone, but the remnants are there. That's true. PDP, National Conference and Congress. I call this mainstream, so-called mainstream political parties of Kashmir. They are Islamist parties. Can you imagine? Example, Congress. Recently, Hezbollah's Nasrullah was killed thousands of kilometers away in Beirut. Hezbollah has been anti-India. Hezbollah has been supporting Pakistan on the Kashmir issue. And when Nasrullah was killed, all these political parties, they abandoned their political electoral campaign during the last assembly elections. And when on your channel I asked him, why are you doing it? He was a terrorist, he was a jihadist, anti-India jihadist. All of them said together that our religious feelings have been hurt. This is what they said.
Okay.
And about this PDP. PDP has an official document called Self-Rule, which on the top of it has Pakistan and India should jointly control
let
Kashmir.
me get in Ahmed Ayaz to respond to you, Lalit Ambadar. Advocate Ayaz, you want to respond to what Lalit Ambadar is saying?
See, while agreeing to certain things, but the point is that if it has gone well and if it was meant for the people, in the interest of the people, and people would have taken it, it would have gone well, then what is the point even after the 6th year of abrogation? And today we are tightening the security on this day to see that people don't come out, or they would have celebrated. Had it been, the people en masse would have celebrated. What is the point of giving and calling every security meeting a day earlier or 2 days earlier to see that nothing goes wrong? Then what is the purpose of political parties? Well, we agree that political parties are always for their political interest and they see their political way. But point is that not only it's political, but it is people who are all, this is what has been sensed possibly by the security agencies, by the government, that people don't like it. People don't go by this. And that's why they make all the arrangements on this day to see that nothing goes wrong. Why should something go wrong if this is in the interest of the people and people must have taken
quickly,
it well?
Lalit Ambadar, quickly, 20 seconds, make your point and then I wrap this up.
Yeah. If people's voice has to be concerned, can you imagine one of the most secured places in Kashmir is the tomb of Sheikh Abdullah. Who are they securing it from? Number two, the most secured pilgrimage in the world remains Amarnath Yatra in Kashmir. So we can't leave it to the people. I'll tell you one thing, for 70 years, the Islamo-fascistic ecosystem has been flourishing in Kashmir under the Article 370 and 35. That will take time to dismantle. And also I need to remind BJP about it. Unless we officially acknowledge what Kashmiri Hindus suffer, that there was genocide, and you set up a tribunal to prosecute and investigate and prosecute the people responsible for it, including the mainstream parties, you will not be setting a deterrent. And there are scores of Kashmiris who do not want these political parties come back to power. They don't want a statehood. It's only you want to try to...
So there are, of course, different sentiments prevailing, but the fact of the matter is that there is, changes that have happened. I'll leave it there, Lalit Ambadar, as well as Advocate Ayaz. Thanks very much to both of you gentlemen for joining us this morning. Viewers, it is, of course, the anniversary of abrogation of Article 370. We'll have to see how the day pans out. But for the moment, of course, the country is united in at least marking this very crucial day in the history of India.